Onyx Path, how are you doing? Hello, my friends, my dear, dear friends. I am so excited to be doing this with you, to be playing Scion with you. I was going to say so fucking excited. I didn't want to start off cursing. It was the second.
But at least you caught up, yeah.
So, yeah, it works out. How are you all doing?
Good.
Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
This is the first in a few month kind of project series, many things that we're doing. This is a one shot, but we will be doing Scion at this time for the next like 2 or 3 months. Today we are playing A Light Extinguished, a nice like pretty quick adventure that you can jump in, experience some Scion, and have some fun. And that's what we're going to be doing today with our amazing cast of players and more amazing people. So let us kind of jump right in and like meet some of the people and who they're playing. And we're going to start with who is at my top left, who is playing Emmanuel.
Hello, I am Ramos the Nomad. I will be playing Emmanuel tonight.
I feel like I don't need to be saying who because I know who you are, but I started one, so we're going to keep going. Sigrun, where is a Sigrun?
Where is a Sigrun? Sigrun.
I'm gonna try. I'll give it my like 100%.
Right. So I'm playing Sigrun. She, although she's from a tree, so they. Who knows? And I'm Jeremy. He, him.
Let's go with a Hassan.
Hi, my name is Roz. I'm playing Hassan. I'm she, her. He is not. And I'll kit it out for taxi driver. So we'll see how this goes.
And last but certainly not least, Rhiannon.
Hi, I'm Allie. I'm playing Rhiannon. I definitely had to practice that a few times before we got here.
I'm not saying that there's still a Google Translate thing or Google pronunciation thing on my thing right now. I was like,
good.
Rhea, can I just say Rhi? Yeah, Rhi. That's
okay with that. You guys can call me Rhi.
Can't wait till you get into the Aztec names.
Oh gosh, yeah, like that. That's gonna take some work.
Nicknames for sure.
But yes, for those of you who have seen some Let's Plays of D&D, sounds a little different. It's a little more like story driven, the mechanics especially. And so we're gonna jump into a story of a band, a group of Scions, people who are children or direct descendants of gods, very specific gods. These Scions have already met their gods. They've gone through what is known as the visitation, where they go from being exceptional human beings to something more. And because they are essentially gods rather than just normal humans, they tend to like flock together because when fate bends to your whim, normal people don't tend to be able to exist around you very easily. And so you all hang out together much in different ways. Emmanuel, who is effectively a billionaire, and by effectively, I mean he's a billionaire, is busy running his vast companies. And here's a very disturbing fact. A fellow Scion, though not one in his band, one that he's close to, but one actually across the country, has recently died. And he knows better than most that if a Scion dies, that's a big thing. You don't very easily die. Even if you make a dumb decision, fate has a tendency of like moving the arrow just short of a heart or keeping you alive. So if a Scion dies, that's a big thing. So Emmanuel is already getting his private jet ready to fly his band to the other side of the country. Rhiannon, you're walking into Starbucks, getting ready to start your day as a firefighter, when the cashier, the barista, goes to hand you your coffee and realizes that behind you there is this flock of crows, ravens, bluebirds that are painted black, any kind of black bird that you did not notice. One, because your god tends to do this to you a lot. But two, like you haven't had your coffee, you're just kind of waking up, you haven't noticed it. But you're well aware that when your god communicates with you, you're pretty sure you're going to have to go to where your god is sending you. They request you to do something, and the person who has the easiest mode of transportation is, of course, Emmanuel. Hassan, you're driving your taxi, and you know that about once a month there is this old guy. He looks almost ancient, although he has this like bright red beard. Like waits for you at a specific spot. He just tells you to drive. You just drive in a direction. He gives like $100. You go about your day. This is the day he's supposed to be there, but he's not where he's supposed to be, which is odd. However, when you're listening to the radio, which is what you assume is a drug PSA, it kind of like distorts for a minute, and you hear this gravelly female voice asking you, when was the last time you've seen your dad?
Back in Iraq.
I see. I have a
Many,
job
many
for you.
years. Oh boy.
I have a job for you then. A request, really. You're free to turn it down if you'd like. Side note, it's not always a great idea to turn down a god, even if it's a quote unquote request. You're aware of this. This just tends to happen.
Yeah.
And you two are sent to meet Emmanuel at the airfield.
All right.
You're sitting down, just kind of eating, trying to eat, getting used to eating. You don't need to eat. You just kind of do it because you can.
Yeah. No, I'm actually pretty stoked about like trying different things, but a lot of the stuff I'm just like, that tastes awful.
Yeah.
How do humans? Why do humans eat this crap?
You're still learning the intricacies of like what tastes good and what tastes bad, and this all kind of tastes different. You're not really sure if you actually have taste buds.
I found that I'm really into like green superfoods, but I feel like it's cannibalism, so I feel weird eating them.
And while you're like going back and forth between the like super green drink that you've been given and a waffle, this like weird thing with like
a disc with like holes in it, like that kind of waffle.
It's like like one of those things, and there's like it's something that tastes like a maple trees on top of it. Really odd.
Again, getting into awkward territory there.
Yeah, like they're trying to put you in a position that you're not sure you really like. You hear that Bai has died. Bai is a very well-known Scion. Not necessarily for her power, although she is rather powerful, but more for her how she can like interacts with like human beings. Well respected. She's like very protective of her like the area that she resides in, and not just protective, but like she works with the community. She like plays hopscotch with the kids. Like she seems like a genuinely like good person, good Scion, good god.
So, so how did I hear this? Is it like on the radio, or did I get like a?
You have a tendency to eavesdrop on people.
Oh yeah,
because you're a tree. Like it.
Yeah.
Just naturally happens. So you just heard people talking in the restaurant where you were. Pretty quickly, you all get to Emmanuel, who was expecting you, and you take off. What would you like to do in this plane ride? You have about an hour to kind of not get to know each other. You've done this already. This is not the first time.
I'm definitely going to ask why people imbibe on maple tree. Like it's very awkward to me, and I want to figure out why. Like,
I have never.
Meanwhile, I'm drinking my superfood, so
I've never heard it put that way, but now that you say it like that, I think I will avoid maple syrup.
Kind of changes your perspective when you know somebody, right?
Quite. How has everyone been?
Awesome.
Adjusting. Yeah. How about you?
I am, as I always am. Well,
Does anyone know what happened to Bai?
No one has specifics. You just know she's died. And then you've got various things like Hassan was requested by Hell, essentially, to go to where she is. And you at this point you've realized that like this is a thing that happens to you, like because you have this extra power, it comes with extra responsibility that's not really your choice, but usually you kind of get to do it in your own way, so it's okay.
I'm always down for adventure, so I'm ready.
Speaking of adventure, when you're like about halfway to your destination, it's about like 2 to 3 p.m. and the sun is in the air as the sun is wont to do, but instead of a bright like yellow disc that emits light, it's this like darkened red, almost like dripping orb.
I mean, I'm new here, so I assume that's not normal. Is that normal or
Absolutely.
absolutely normal?
I've never seen it before.
once or twice.
Actually, for funsies, Emmanuel, I would like you to roll me an intelligence occult roll.
Understood. Intelligence. How
As
ironic that I can't find intelligence.
That
under
happens.
attributes is the top left attribute.
Oh, right in front of me. Mouse is hovering over it all along. All right. Intelligence and one more time. Well, the second one, I'm so sorry.
Occult.
Occult.
So you got 0 successes on that. So Emmanuel is like you all, but whereas you all tend to be, children of a god or carved from a god, Emmanuel is actually an incarnate of a god. And so every once in a while he gets these memories of, when he was like full-fledged god and people bowing to him. Emmanuel does remember seeing this before, but he can't quite pick out what it actually is. However, because you failed the roll, you gain a momentum. So all of you can add that to your momentum pool.
Nice.
Yay.
So I feel like this. Do we have legends?
You all have one legend that you can play around with this game.
Okay, I might as well just use it because this seems like a good time. So if I were to imbue one legend to weave a prophecy right now, sparked off by this celestial event, what does that mean?
So spend means you like use it up and it's gone. Imbue means like you are using it for this scene, which would be the plane ride, and
Okay.
you get it back at the end of the scene.
Sweet.
So you want to imbue a prophecy.
So it's spin the thread on my sheet if you need to
If
look at it.
an action contributes to your fate, it receives an enhancement to actions that oppose your fate. Gotcha. Okay, so then essentially now that you've imbued it, like this flight, you can take actions. And if it is directed towards the fate that is Sigrun, you gain a 2 enhancement to it, but it doesn't do anything on its own. So is there anything you'd like to do?
I mean, I'm assuming I kind of like zone out and start saying things. Now that might be like, don't eat the like chicken on the flight because it's bad or something. But what do you think the prophecy says that would help us on this or hinder us?
Okay, give me because you're not like being smart. Give me a resilience Yeah, let's go occult again. I like occult. A resilience occult roll.
Resilience occult. Is it my choice on the resilience, or do I choose?
Oh, you're right. Resolve occult roll. My bad.
Okay. So that is
'Cause
10.
you've-
10? 9. 90 10s. Wah, wah, wah. There you go.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Wow. So you got one success, but it has to do with your
Yay.
fate. So you get to add the two. What? The two benefits, the two things. So you technically have 3 successes. And you say you get 3 words. And you've all seen Sigrun duels before. She kind of just starts talking. It's
Creepy
really
party
weird.
trick.
There's been one time when it made sense, but usually doesn't.
That's fair.
Anger will help.
What'd I say? What? Oh, don't eat that chicken. It looks weird.
You said you're gonna fix everything. Good job.
Cool.
You said anger will help.
Will help what?
You
You know,
told
these
Amigo.
like zoned out things that I do, they're not really all that helpful. I feel like we got some more words out. Next time, try and get more words out of me.
Does it make you feel angry?
I do feel a little angry.
See, you're gonna fix everything. It's gonna be
You
great.
know, and I feel like that's helping. Okay.
As you're getting ready to land, Emmanuel, you get a phone call from Representative Andre. Somewhat in hysterics, although still able to be understood. He's requesting that you show up to Bai's house to help him with an investigation, and was very shocked when he realized you were about to touch down. There's already a limo waiting for you all, as he is not a fool and will never send anything less than a limo for you all. Scions have a tendency to do that. And you are all taken swiftly, let me see, to Bai's home. I will bring you all there immediately. Let's see. We got. And is there anyone who is not on the new map? Okay.
We're golden.
All right. So you walk in, and Representative Andre, who Emmanuel has had passing like glances with, past remarks, especially at like formal diplomat parties. The rest of you you've seen him at a distance, but he's not really that important for you to actually know him. Representative Andre runs up to Emmanuel and is like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it!" and starts sobbing hysterically.
Cálmate, amigo. Cálmate. Cálmate.
I'm sorry.
It's going to be okay. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
Hassan, why is that man leaking from his face?
And while that's happening, another woman walks up and says, "I'm sorry to bother you. My name is Detective Alana. From this supernatural investigation unit. I'm here to help you in any way that I can."
Pleasure to meet you. Do you know who we are? Are introductions required?
No, I've been informed, actually. I am shocked that you came here so soon, but I guess that is to be expected. Like I say, I am simply human, but I have been trained in the investigation of Scion activities. So I am here to do the investigation, but there will be many things that I simply cannot do, and I'm just very thankful that you are willing to help. Please look around if you need be. I will try to keep Representative Andre under wraps. Please feel free to do what you need to do.
I would like to ask you a few questions before we take a look any further. What do we know about the victim is such a harsh word. The individual.
Well, not not much, honestly. We assume that this individual is a Scion. You only someone of that power could really kill another Scion. I've taken a the liberty of collecting a list of the Scions who are in this area. Many of them are in the band that Bai belongs to.
I see.
Real
I
quick,
see.
Chaz, this scene is pretty much what we see, right? Like
Oh yeah,
the
this
map?
is exactly what you see. Yeah. So as you walk in, you can see the Egyptian influence. Bai is a luminary of an Egyptian god. But there are two things that stand out. One, the mass amount of blood in like the northern area of the room, and the door to the balcony is just like blown in with a tremendous amount of force. Like the left door is just off the hinges.
Probably near the end of your conversation with Andre, you hear this shriek, and you notice Sigrun standing over, and she walks past all of that blood and is standing next to that shattered chair, and she's like, "What monster did this?"
Is the body still here?
No,
It's right here.
And she'll look around and like, "Oh,
The other body?
Sigrun, right? I've heard of you." No, the body has been taken
Oh, you mean
to the
Bai?
morgue. Yeah.
I'd like to see the body.
We can take you to see the body. I can't take her out, but we can get you in.
I can accept those terms.
All right.
I'm gonna go over and examine the materials that the glass or the door is made out of to see like just how much it can withstand.
Okay. Oh, I like that. Okay, so then what I'll have you do? Give me a intellect. Let's go intellect culture. As
Okay.
you're essentially like you see how much it can withstand as you spend a lot of time doing rescue operations, you have a lot of experience with this. So that will also give you one enhancement to this role.
But I clicked intellect and I clicked culture.
So you have 1 success, 3 successes plus the enhancement. So you have 4 successes. So the way this happens is the 1 success will get you the answer to your question. The other 3 successes you can actually use to gain more information, another clue. So that is up to you how you want to use those extra successes.
Okay, so my question was the material that it's made of or the force it would take to break that. Does it look like it was broken by like a fist, an object?
So this material is a very specific type of wood, but one that is tempered to be as strong as steel. So a fist could not do it. Even for a Scion, a fist couldn't do it, and most ability that you're aware of could not break this door in, at least not easily, and especially not to the extent that this one has been broken. I will say, because you do have a couple extra successes, as you're looking around, you see these like flakes, for a best way to describe them.
Can I investigate the flakes further?
Yes. Give me a intellect, medicine roll.
Intellect, and you said medicine.
Oh, so something I did not tell you. When you roll a 10, it's essentially what's called an exploding die, where you get to roll again. You got 2 of those, so roll me 2 more d10.
Yeah.
Okay. You said 4d10?
2 more. and you got another exploding die. So roll me one more d10. Good God. I think Rhiannon just solved the entire case just now. Wait.
Go team.
Okay. That. So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3. So you have 5 successes. So what you've actually seen this before. These are flakes that usually fall off something that is undead.
Friends, I'm pretty sure what was here was undead and disgusting.
Ugh.
You also, because of the just sheer amount of successes you get, you also find these strips of linen cloth. You don't see them anywhere else, and they're almost invisible, but they tend to be in the areas where those flakes are.
I'll pick up the cloth and kind of show it to everybody and see if anyone's familiar.
Oh, sorry, not a full cloth, just a single fiber, almost invisible to the eye because it's one fiber.
Oh my God, it's a mummy. It's a mummy. Hassan, after her evidence, is going to start investigating the blood and be like, what kind of injuries could come from this, and just disappear into the broken bits and the blood and spatter.
Oh yeah, and Hassan you're a former doctor.
I am a skilled surgeon, sir. Thank you. Just re-earning my degree in America, so we're all on the same page.
This is true. This is true. My apologies. Give me an intelligence medicine roll, unless you would like to switch that up a little bit.
Oh, intelligence and medicine's fine with me. And that one.
So you're so focused on the blood that you kind of neglect the outside. You only gain 1 success, but you do realize that this is some sort of, you see bits of burnt blood in there. So whatever happened, it was an explosion or some sort of pyroclastic event.
Rhiannon, look. Explosions. You're into that stuff, right?
Yeah. So just because of my lack of knowledge, with all of the little pieces that I have, are there any conclusions that I can draw on by seeing those things together, like undead, explosions with the linen?
With all the little pieces you have, I would say, yeah, you could draw that. One, mummies are almost certainly involved, but there has to be something more. Mummies, the mummies that you know, that you've experienced, that you've heard of, do not have this kind of explosive power. However, mummies do tend to serve something stronger that can very easily have this explosive power. However, you rolled a shit ton of successes. So you also noticed something else when Hassan's like, hey, explosions. You look behind Hassan and you notice that the key is in the door. The other door that's not exploded. And it seems as if whoever did the killing was welcomed into by.
At this point, I'd like to speak to both Alan and Andre and just kind of ask, you said you spoke with the other Scions in the area?
No, I did not speak with them. I did get their phone numbers. I figured it'd be best if a Scion speaks to another Scion. Especially if one of them was capable of doing this, we would not stand a chance.
Yes, very wise.
And as you're saying, Andre's like, Emmanuel, please, you have to save her. We were just getting serious.
Oh, that type of relationship. Well,
I mean, serious, and I mean, we were kind of getting serious, but you know.
No need for explanations. Trust me.
I feel like there is, because like
No, it's completely fine. It takes a bold individual to bet a god.
yes, oh my god, did I do this? Emmanuel, did I do this?
No.
Oh my god.
Taking him by the shoulders and just, things going to be fine.
Yes.
Get to the bottom of this. It's just a matter of time. It's like one of those, like a spy film, almost. The bad guy always gets caught, my friend.
When you say this,
Oh, God.
because he's very clearly distraught, but this like childlike half smile, like not the full like smile, but like the right side starts to smile, as if he's always wanted to be in a spy film. Have you given him this chance?
I'll continue with this then. I'll just it's going to take some investigation, a team, a man in the chair. You could possibly be the man in the chair.
Yes.
Do we know you have the most experience socially with Bai, correct?
I mean, not counting her band, yes.
Tell me, did she have any? This is going to sound cliche, much like in those spy films. Did she have any enemies?
I mean, if she had any enemies, it'd be Kieran. They were fighting all the time. All the time.
What can you tell me about this Kieran?
I mean, he's feisty. I mean, I guess I can see him killing her, because like I said, they always clash and they always like made up, but never really. It was, I guess it was getting to a head. I mean,
We'll speak with Kieran, and if he had anything to do with this, we'll bring him to justice.
Emmanuel, do you know him?
That's a great question.
I spoke to him once or twice. He's a nice enough fellow, but for some reason, he and Bai were just always. Ow. You know what I mean.
Do we have any knowledge of Kieran? Have we heard the name or know the individual?
You would know of Kieran in the sense that like Bai was essentially like the leader of this party. And she had people, and she would like accept people into as her scions, and then like some would like go off. You don't know anything specifically about him. He tended to stay here, whereas like Bai would travel and like has met Manuel for sure. Has probably met you all at like one point, at least like, at a Scion killed the bad guy festival or something. Kieran, you actually haven't had a chance to meet.
I have a question. So I don't quite know how this one works. Reclaim Ruin can repair any sort of token. If I take that thread, can I get what it is? I don't know if it'll have maybe a symbol or more.
Is it a knack or a boon?
I'm
gonna search myself as well, because that will determine the strength. Like a knack is a thing a mortal can do, whereas a boon has the magics in it.
It's a boon.
Oh dang. Let's see. Repair.
I mean, I want some real obvious stuff. That's what I'm going for.
Reclaim from ruin, imbue one legend, enable repair on item that are almost completely destroyed. Books from ashes, swords.
Unless, is there something like around me that looks like it would have more to it than the mummies?
Honestly, no. Like that seems to be the most like out of place, because like the flakes from like the undead kind of makes sense. If it's something that's like killing a Scion, it's probably something that's strong. The fiber is weird. And so I'll say, because of what it is, you don't actually have to imbue the legend. You can look at it and you can tell that it would just be like a wrap from a mummy.
Okay. Do you know? I forgot the guy's name already.
Andre? Oh,
Kieran?
Kieran?
Does Kieran hang out with mummies, or would he do anything with mummies?
I am not sure, but I can call. I can give you his number. I'm pretty sure last time he was seen, he was at the basketball court. So
I have a friend over here who's a real good people person and pretty good at talking.
I mean, yeah. Actually, yeah. Actually, he looks to. Oh crap! Not Andre, but Alana. It's like, Alana, can you give our friend's hair the phone numbers? And Alana walks over and hands you a list of names and phone numbers, people who are in by his band. So the names, let's see. So you have Francisco Garcia Melendez, Hikaru Yamazako, Jennifer Walker, and Kieran O'Connor.
Hey, Hassan, you want to make a phone call?
Absolutely. Get this going.
All right. So I'm assuming you're calling Kieran?
Yes, I'll call Kieran first. And I have the lie detector.
Gotcha. Okay. So you dial in the number.
I mean, it's on speakerphone.
Yeah.
So we're going to speakerphone. Okay.
Goes to voicemail. Hey, this is Kieran. I'm not here, so leave me a message. I'm not going to check it though. Peace.
Looking at Emmanuel.
Mr. O'Connor, this is Emmanuel Montero. So sorry to hear about what happened, but in light of current situation, I have a business opportunity for you. Perhaps we could meet over lunch, dinner, really any sort of meal that you prefer. I'll leave my number and say thank you for his time, and then repeat my number again one more time for good measure, and then nod at Hassan.
Hassan's going to text him, check your voicemail for $50.
Like, before you even send the text, a ring, you get a phone call.
Hello?
Yeah. Oh, hello? Who this?
Who this? You called me.
Yeah, you just called me. I'm almost done. Hold on. Yeah. What's up? I'm in the middle of a game. Hello?
Mr. O'Connor.
Yeah, that's me.
My name is Emmanuel Montero. I was hoping to speak with you about a business and opportunity.
Business. I'm kind of good on business. But I'm on the phone. Y'all don't need to. Oh my god. Yeah. Look. I'm at the basketball court. If you want to talk, just come find me there. I gotta go by. That's my. You can't kick me off of my team.
Mr. O'Connor.
Hangs up.
Motherfucker.
At least he didn't lie.
Fair.
And then as you're doing that, Andre's like, that's Kieran. That's the Kieran I know.
I've never been turned down for a business opportunity.
I mean, technically you haven't been turned down yet. He just didn't listen to you at all.
Yeah. Meet him at the gym. That's the business meeting for the business opportunity. That's
I don't think I like him. We should speak with him very, very soon.
I'll play some basketball against him.
I'll say to the side to Sigrun, Rhiannon can take him.
And I believe in this case, anger will help.
So throughout all of this, I've been collecting the broken chair, and I took it out and I buried it outside. So I come back in and I'm just like covered in dirt. And you've heard me mumbling about how if trees made furniture out of people's flesh, they wouldn't just go around and break them, and how disrespectful this is. But now that she's, worked that out, I'm more in the game for all of what happened.
Well, Alana's like, I think Representative Andre is going to go back and be the chair. Yes, you are free to go, Andre. And she will usher Andre out and like slam the door. And then once he's gone, she'll be like, all right, now that the child is gone, let's talk business. You should definitely go investigate Kieran. I'll be honest, my detective instincts makes me think that he's not the one. It just seems too
cut and dry.
Yeah, too obvious. It seems I have no proof of this, mind you, and so you should still investigate him. But I wouldn't bet my career on it. Is what I'm saying.
Why did you rush that man out?
Because we would not be able to chat if he was here.
Do you think he did it?
No, dear God, no.
Is she lying about any of that stuff?
No, she has almost no respect for him.
Oh, good. Okay.
It's not just that like she doesn't think that he did, but that he couldn't. Like he's incapable.
It's not like I trust him. It's like, please, he wish he could do that,
Please.
but he can't.
Okay.
But yeah, there are. If I had to guess, I would definitely think it's somebody in her band, someone who she's close to.
A vie for power, then.
Could be, yes.
And did I hear somebody wanted to go see her body? Will that help us?
Really?
It could, and I could get you access there.
How much time would you need to get us access?
6-7 hours, maybe. I can try calling a few favors, drop it down to 3.
We could probably
Do
go
you
see
need
Karen
me to
first.
call for you? I can call for you.
No. It's not a whether you're allowed or not. It's more of just getting clearance so people, when they see you, they know who you are, and don't try to do their job and keep unknowns out and then die.
Understandable. We'll be investigating members of our band, and we'll clear that up.
Do you have any questions about the band before I begin the process to get you all clearance?
If you could possibly give a general rundown of their demeanor, we'd like to know who we're meeting.
Yes.
The temperament, of course.
Francisco is he's slightly hot-headed. He was close to Bai as well, but not as close as he wanted to be.
Scorned lover.
It appears to be. Hikaru actually has a very solid alibi in that she was in Japan when Bai died and flew back. However, because her alibi is so solid, it makes me think you have to talk to her. Jennifer, I actually know the least about. She was not brand new, but fairly new. But I think even still, she is still worth talking to. It's possible she was the last person to see Bai alive. Bai very much took her under her wing.
Possibly. Sometimes our ambition gets the better of us.
Sorry, Manuel.
After you.
Did you notice anything odd about their demeanors, or did they smell like fire at all?
I actually haven't spoken to them recently. I think that I spoke to Hikaru before she left for Japan about a month ago. But that's about it.
Okay, that was my main question.
Well, then, unless there's any more questions, I will go begin that paperwork. Get that paperwork for you. I'll call you as soon as it's ready.
As we head out, I don't understand everyone's fascination with figuring out how or who killed this person. When a wolf kills a deer in the wild, you don't run around and try and figure out what wolf it was. Can you help me here?
Yes, Sigrun, mortals place a value to their lives. Most times it is a false value, I've found. This is not me being cruel, this is just facts. But they value each other's lives, at least the level-headed ones do. Much like you wept for the fallen tree, I'm very sorry for your loss, by the way. They weep for their dead as well.
Don't you want to find the person who took out your chair, friend?
Well, I mean, yes, but it's really more of a, I don't mind that people make chairs out of trees. It's a little weird. I don't like sitting on them, but to then just smash it seems rude. Is that
wasteful?
We can find the rude one. You can let them know how you feel. Also, there is a human chair in St. Louis at the Ed Gein Museum if you ever need to get back against humanity and just reverse it for a second.
We should go there. I want to sit on this chair.
Well, I don't know if we're flying through St. Louis on the way back, but we'll see.
We'll make a stop.
Okay, yeah.
I was gonna say, Manuel, it's your plane, right? We can
there's ashtrays from other. It's a whole museum. If you need to see it, we'll help you out.
I have a feeling that would really help her understand.
I live in St. Louis and I didn't know that. So
yes, there's a tour there. It's probably like an hour outside the city where the serial killer used to live. But I'm just saying for the story, there's a museum for Sigrun. Everybody's welcome.
The more you know.
All right. So you have 3 hours to kill. You have 4 bandmates that you can chat with. What's the plan?
Or do you want to go talk with Kieran?
He's one of the bandmates.
Kieran first.
He did say come meet him, right? That's what you said?
Yes, and we don't know how long he's going to be at the basketball court.
We can make another call on the way, too.
So Kieran, it is, correct?
Sounds good.
All right.
I feel like Rhiannon should drive. We'll get there quicker.
Wait, is Rhiannon actually driving?
Yeah, hell yeah, get in the car, guys. I don't care if it's a limo. Get in, let's go.
Hassan sitting up front. I can't drive like this. This is going to be great.
Rhiannon, I want you to make a...
Oh, no.
a composure pilot roll, and you can add the extra success for the enhancement for your evasive driving.
Okay, so composure. You said pilot?
Yep. Oh, this is not looking great.
I have evasive driving, so I just click that one then?
Yeah.
I don't know if it sent anything.
Oh, no, I added it already. So something that, just like there is like the exploding dice when you roll a 10, you can also botch a roll. And a botch is when you roll 0 successes and a 1. You rolled 1 success.
Oh, no.
What is the success? What is this? Is that like a 7?
8 or above.
8 or above? Ooh,
yes.
This is a tough game. Okay.
So, you knew what, you've driven with Rhiannon before, but you also promised Rhiannon a competitive basketball game with Kieran O'Connor, and Rhiannon was not about to waste time. And so you're not sure if a limo can go on 2 wheels, but if it can, it did. There was a lot of grabbing of the seats and being like, oh God, this is not worth it. This is not worth it. But you get there in record time.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
And so
I'm gonna like bust out of the car. Everybody else has probably got to catch up with their stomachs. Kieran, where are you?
I will hastily light a cigarette as soon as I get out. Just
Capital hastily.
all of the many lives I've lived, and that was horrifying.
Do you have any booze in this limo? Because I feel like I would just grab the bottle and pour you a glass and just hand it to you.
I mean, for Emmanuel's limo has booze. This is not Emmanuel's limo, though. This is a limo sent.
Gotcha. All right. Well, since I don't really imbibe, I will hand you a Coke that I found in the back anyway. It's the same thing, right? Or this Pepsi.
Close enough.
And so when you get out and are able to collect yourself after a good, like, only 2 minutes of just deep breaths. You see what appears to be a high schooler playing against kindergartners, where a shirtless, red-headed Kieran is just dominating, which is much less impressive when you remember, like, he is God, they are like peoples. And so he's not that good. He's just better, if that makes sense. But he is playing very seriously, like intensely. Does not notice you.
Doesn't notice me.
Does not notice you, even with your kicking open the door. Where are you, Kieran? Doesn't even look in your direction.
I mean, I'm about to go out on that basketball court like I'm part of the game, take the ball and dunk his face.
I got your back. I'll go with you.
I'll stand at the edge of the court, just
Hassan's gonna like start false like praising, like, yeah, NBA, yeah, no Ginger out there, they're gonna recruit you, just lying like,
that's that Ginger Kobe.
yeah, Kobe. Lying all the time. If it works, I get an enhancement. I'm just saying.
So I'm going to say it is very easy for you to steal a ball from these mortals who, like, they're trying their hardest. And then Kieran, like, notices you, but doesn't notice you, just notices someone has the ball. So I need from you, let's see. From what I can tell about Rhiannon, she wants to go, like, straight up might and athletics, right?
Yeah.
Like, is it gonna be like tricky is just straight down the middle, and if Kieran's in the way, that's a shame.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's gonna remember I was here, and next time I get out of a car, there will. Hello.
Then you give me a might athletics roll, and that will be opposed Kieran's. Let's see, because he's gonna try to block you. Yep.
And there's no like such thing as a help action in this system, right?
Yes, there is. So help actions work in a way that you can give the person who you're helping enhancements by doing a thing. It doesn't have to, yeah.
Well, since I said I got you back and I was going with you, I will do a thing. I don't know how violent you want that thing to be, though, because like I'm okay with just cross-checking him or
like, tickle him. I don't know.
I'll just like thumbs up him right in the armpits.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
this is how you do it, right?
Right.
I'd like to try to help just by, as a former smoker, flicking. Probably finished cigarette by now, but just flicking the butt in the direction of Kieran's face.
Okay.
The cigarette was all inhale. It
So
was
rude. I'm all about it.
So I'm sticking with the bragging. They're gonna take your ball? I thought you were Kobe. Get back out there.
So then this is what we're gonna do. So I need Emmanuel. Give me a. Let's see. Not firearms. That's not what we're looking for.
Or is it? That sounds awesome.
That escalated really quickly.
Right.
Let's go a cunning subterfuge roll.
When you're talking about a tree person or around a tree person, you say firearms. It's a completely different thought process.
Oh, not hug time. Not hug time. Okay.
We're not talking about guns. We're talking about
Most horrifying tree.
Right?
Like, isn't there like a healthy burn? It's like exfoliating, right? Just like a
Right?
quick burn. Yeah, but like controlled fire.
Talking about a brush fire. Like,
Yeah.
Also, and then Hassan, let's do a manipulation. Persuasion roll.
Okay.
And then Sigrun, what are you doing?
I'm just jamming my thumbs in his armpits. I found that people really get it like distracted when you do that.
Let's go might athletics for that.
Fight.
the cigarette butt feels redundant now, but what would you like? Is there anything you would like me to roll for that?
This poor guy.
He's just playing basketball.
Just getting bullied.
Right, like,
Right?
he just came up and ruined his life with weird things.
Come here, motherfucker.
I mean, like, yeah, the cigarette
It's
butt
worth
could
every
help.
one.
So give me.
I don't know if my persuasion roll worked. It didn't roll anything. I don't have any dots next to it though. Does that mean I can't roll persuasion?
Yeah, then it's just a straight up manipulation roll for you.
Oh, okay.
Emmanuel, cigarette butt. Let's go. Cunning? No. Let's go dexterity, and you know what? Screw it. Let's do firearms. You are throwing a thing at a guy.
Sick. So I have nothing in firearms, so just straight dex.
Just straight dex. Okay. So then manipulation. Hassan, you're successfully able to get his attention, which would give Rhiannon an enhancement as he is no longer paying attention to her. Yeah.
Do I get one because I lied to him?
Yes.
I get enhancements if I lie and it works.
Yes. So you get that enhancement as well. You, right as he looks at you, a cigarette butt goes right in his eye. So his hand goes up. And while his hand is up to protect himself, I'm pretty sure Sigrun, succeeds in jamming her thumbs right in his armpits. Okay. So
We're high school bullies.
Like what just happened? He's gonna go home and
Look,
explain what happened.
jocks have had it too easy for a long time. This kid deserves.
So Rhiannon, you rolled 1-8, correct? Is that the roll I'm looking at?
I don't know how to tell what I rolled. I just see a athletics roll 15.
Okay, so yeah, so that's 1-8. However, with the cigarette butt in the eye and the thumbs and the lying, you also get 4 additional enhancements, which means you. So if this was let's say if this was an attack, right? Like if you make 1 success, you hit, and then you could add 1 success to like disarm. You could add 4 success to do a critical hit. You have 5 successes, so you could demolish him if you so chose to. What would you like to do to this poor boy?
Let's see how creative. I used to play basketball. Let's see how creative I can get. First, we're gonna behind the back, spin around him, just ridiculously quickly dribble up to the hoop and slam dunk it. Cartwheel back and pants him.
So he's like holding on to his eyes and under his arm at the same time. You go behind the back, spin on him. He's like, wait, can't even see because he only has 1 eye to look, and he just sees you go through the legs, dunk, cartwheel next to him, and he's like kind of looking at you, and you just drop down, pans him. Then he's like has to like crouch to like cover himself while he's still covering all of the bits that have been attacked by you all.
Rion's my name. You're gonna remember it.
And after he like kind of pulls his pants up and gets the cigarette ash out of his eye, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna remember it, and you're gonna remember my name." Starts cracking the knuckles.
You little shit.
I am so ready for this.
I'm gonna say
This
yeah.
one's like, step on him.
And he's gonna like cock back and is going to swing at you.
Okay, so I don't know what kind of actions I can take regarding
What a
this.
douche.
So because you are, I'll say this has been aggressive from the start. I feel that's fair to say. You can roll a reflexive like defense roll. So what that means is, let me see your character sheet. I don't remember where it is on yours. Yeah, so at the very bottom, there's like initiative and then defense roll 5. You can roll 5d10s, and essentially that will be you like reflexively trying to block his attack.
Okay, I don't see initiative.
Oh, where?
Oh, defense roll. Okay, I see it. Boom.
Yeah.
It's in red. That's why my brain brought that up. Okay, did it come up?
Defense roll 1. So you only gain 1 success, and so you're so excited because you haven't actually been able to like really like slam that hard for a while. So you're not really paying attention, and so he is going to roll his attack, which is yeah. Okay. So he's gonna cock back and he's gonna punch you. And initially you're like, this punch, it's not that hard. Like it's not like a weak punch, but it's a mortal punch. And then he suddenly turns the fist and you see your vision blacking out. You are knocked out.
What? With one punch?
Oh, what the
One
hell?
punch. And he's like, yeah, all right, who also wants some?
What happened?
Kieran
O'Connor, that's what happened.
I will, Emmanuel will, just, oh man, this motherfucker.
Right.
Just,
I'm torn between like wanting to go kick him and like really appreciating that. That was like no heads to Rhiannon, but holy crap, that was amazing.
Emmanuel will just
Toby!
trust his companions to help Rhiannon. Slow clap as he walks up. Kieran O'Connor, I presume.
Yeah, that's me. How you doing, bud? And he like slaps your like shoulder, almost in like good spirits. Oh wait, hold up. And he shakes Rhiannon, and you're conscious again. Like you don't actually feel any pain. It's really weird.
I'm trying
He,
to
like,
decide
party
how
with
I
that
feel
kid.
about that.
Sticks his hand out. Come on, let me help you up.
I think that I'm a good sport. Let's go with that. I feel like I'm a good sport, so I'll take his hand and I'll get up. But I'm still debating on whether I'm going to clock him back.
With a hit like that, you might want to bat. I'm just saying.
Most impressive, Mr. O'Connor. My name is Emmanuel Montero. These are my companions.
Oh, hey, how y'all doing?
Might we chat in private?
Oh, and he looks around, and all the people who are playing basketball have all run away as 2 Scions were starting to fight, and they were like, yeah, let's go home. Let's go.
Raj?
Yeah, so what can I do you for?
Well, other than my friend possibly wanting a rematch,
Oh, I am down, and he looks at you like, anytime you want to fight, yes, I can tell. Anytime I fight with you is going to be amazing. You.
Okay, I'm starting to get a sense that this guy just likes to fight, so I'm feeling a little kindred spirit. I've forgiven him for the punch.
we are looking into a delicate matter. The unfortunate incident that happened with your companion, Bai.
Yes. Yeah.
My condolences.
I was the worst.
Really?
But she didn't deserve that. She really didn't deserve that.
Why would you
Is he
say she's
lying?
the worst?
Yeah.
So Hassan, you want to know if he? Oh yeah, you're the lie detector test. No, he's not lying.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, she was so flexible and always wanted to like work together, and I hated
I get the
What
sense
a
that you're
terrible
more.
person.
it.
I get the sense that you're more of a one-man army.
Not one man, but like, she never wanted to fight. She would always like compromise and shit.
Hmm. It can be frustrating, yes. I'll be frank with you. We have come seeking information. We're most interested in who could possibly do this. Scion's death is no small matter, you see.
I hear that. You know what? Like y'all. Anything you want, like let me know, because I want to catch that fucker who did that to Bai.
I have a question. So
Yes.
for boons, how many times do you get to use those?
So it depends. So you have one legend. Some boons say imbue a legend, which means you just use that for this scene. Whereas some boons say spend a legend, and then you use that, and then you have no more legend for today.
Okay, perfect. So I would like to use the Tongue of the Bard.
Oh,
And basically, I get to ask the storyteller one question about the divine, like their lineage.
right. Let me see, Tongue of the Bard. So is that the one you want, the lineage, or like, guys, what deed are they best known for or currently working on? So is it the lineage you want to know about Kieran?
Yeah, I think lineage is what I want to know. Because I feel like lineage would let me know if he delves in the undead.
Gotcha. So Kieran is a scion of Lu, god of like fire and war.
Oh, fire.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like he's been pretty honest with us up front, and I'm going to tell him there was an explosion at the house.
Oh, dip. What? They didn't tell me that. Why did they tell me that? See, I hate it. They don't never tell me anything.
I mean, do you know anyone else who would probably have explosions around them?
Explosions. You know, Francisco might. He's kind of fiery. He has some fire in his belly.
I'll look at Hassan to kind of get the.
He's not lying. That's this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. Message received. Hassan's not subtle.
So I'll be like, all right, guess we're gonna go talk to Francisco. Good game, buddy. Slap on the back pretty hard.
Wait, hold up. Y'all want some help?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Before we agree,
Runs to the limo, and like runs back. Wait, I forgot my shirt. Wait, you were saying something, Manny? You were saying something?
Emmanuel.
And Manny.
Before we depart, I would like to get your assessment of your companions. We already have a brief rundown, but something more circumstantial. You've been closer to them than most.
Yeah. Well, let's see. So I've been meaning to check in with Hikaru. I haven't seen her since she's been back, and I know she's taking this pretty hard. I'm pretty sure she's just in her house thinking like what she did wrong or why wasn't she here. Francisco, Frankie. It was probably Frank. Like, let's be honest. It was like almost certainly Frank, in that it was Frank. Like, we all know it's Frank. Why we're pretending it's not Frank? Let's just go and beat Frank down. Yeah.
We will speak with Francisco. What can you tell me about Jennifer Walker?
Jen? Hmm. I don't know much about Jen. She didn't talk much. Hung out with Vi mostly.
Interesting. Do you know where Hikaru is now?
Oh yeah, you want to go to her house? I know where she lives.
What say you, my friends?
Kobe.
Kobe.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, I got a shotgun.
No,
It is a
Kobe.
limousine. I'll just look
drive.
at Sigrun. Have you ever heard of
Yeah.
someone calling shotgun in a limousine?
I didn't realize there were weapons in the limousine at
No,
all.
Sigrun.
I tell Kieran, it's more fun in the back. Go all the way to the back, bro.
Like in
You
the
know what?
trunk.
I trust you. I got trunk.
Wild ride.
Well, if he's the killer, I guess we've got him. I don't.
Right? Done.
Hell yeah, we're flying this thing. We're gonna with it.
I would like another dexterity pilot roll.
Oh God.
Okay. Okay, you have more cigarettes. You're fine. You're fine.
Manually control that blood pressure. It's okay.
And as you all like get in, you hear this kind of like from the back, and then Kieran's like, "Hey, Manny,
Yes, Mr. O'Connor.
you should come in the back. The red is so fun back here."
I think I'm fine just up here, Mr. O'Connor, and I'll light up a cigarette. It's going to be a long day.
It is going to be a long day, and so here's the thing: Kieran is now best buds with y'all, particularly Rhiannon. And he's in really good humors, which means he's just going to be punching the shit out of the back of the car. Not even to be annoying. He's just
It's not
super
Emmanuel's
excited.
car. That's okay.
He's just like punch, 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 kick, kick, punch.
Leonin, you did this. It's yours for the rest
Let's
of the
see
day.
how much he can take. Let's shake him up.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a okay.
I know.
So close. So close. So last time you learned that limousines can go on 2 wheels. This time, is it possible it was on 1? It was only for 1 second, but you're pretty sure it was just the back left wheel. You're not sure what happened to make it happen, but physics means not when Rhiannon's at the wheel. And so you make it to this apartment, and Kieran, who was super jolly and also super nauseous, takes a little bit to compose himself, and he goes from the Kieran that you know to almost solemn as he's about to knock on the door to speak with Hikaru. And then he's about to knock, and he's like, "Maybe you all should knock first."
I'll go for it right now. I was about to just do it for him anyway.
Just
I'll take
you're taking too long. She's like, "Maybe you all should knock." Yeah. And it takes about 2 minutes, but Hikaru essentially walks up and is like, "Kieran, how are you? Oh, you bought friends. Please come in." And I will transition you all to the new map as I let you know what is happening. Hikaru's house is clean. Very clean. Like American warehouse furniture store clean. As in, are you sure she lives here clean?
I would like to use a knack if at all possible. I'm not sure if I should have done this at the very, very beginning of this session.
Sure.
Grand Entrance says roll knock skill when making a first impression. Success grants enhancement 1 to all social rolls until the end of the session.
Wait, was it you?
It says Grand Entrance roll knock skill when making a first impression. Success grants enhancement 1 to all social rolls until the end of the session.
Gotcha. So roll me a, let me see, Emmanuel, because you're coming in very solemnly. So give me a presence persuasion roll, honestly.
Presence and persuasion.
Yep, you got that success. So you're able to like figure out that while she is being very polite, she is devastated and is doing her best to maintain the bare minimum of decorum because she has guests. But because you're aware of this, you can react accordingly, and you will have +1 enhancement on all rolls.
Understood. I will mimic any rules of the house. Taking off shoes, putting away cell phone, anything like that.
So she does have her shoes off. Admittedly, Kieran does not take his shoes off. He just kind of walks in and plops down on the couch.
I will not be Kieran. I will take my shoes off and stand until asked to sit.
And very quick, she's like, "Please sit. Would anyone like some tea?"
Absolutely. Chai? We call it chai, but tea's pretty good. I'll try that.
I'll be right back. And she goes and does her best to get tea. She's very clearly distracted.
I'll go with her. I'll help her with the tea.
Oh, thank you very much. I just can't believe. I mean, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be bothering you.
That's okay. Were you guys close?
I just can't. I just can't believe it. And she just starts like rambling off.
Oh.
Make me a presence empathy roll.
Oh, okay. And empathy.
Let's see. So you talk to her a bit, and she like realizes like what she's doing and starts to like silently sob, like allowing herself to like feel these feelings that she has to let herself feel. She's like, I'm sorry, I just couldn't bear to really think about it. But yes, I was close with by. We spend almost every day together.
So you guys are best friends.
Yeah, well, you could say that.
You know anyone who would want to hurt her?
I mean, I just can't imagine anyone who would want to hurt by.
Is she lying?
Yeah, I was gonna say carry the tea out kind of towards Hassan with her.
No, she seems very confused at who would want to hurt by. I mean, I guess.
Oh, go ahead.
I guess either Jennifer or Francisco could have done it. I mean, Jennifer, I don't know much about Jennifer, so I guess it could be her, but I can't see it.
Why would you just go to your band members? Like,
I mean,
that seems a little weird. Somebody killed me. I wouldn't go, oh, Sigrun. He wanted a human chair.
No,
I blush.
I was told that that's who the Supernatural Investigation Force is looking at. They think it's one of us.
We understand that you have. After you, Sigrun.
I was wondering how you found this out already, that they
Right.
are looking at you.
Oh, I heard from Francisco.
Who do you think it is if you don't listen to Francisco?
I really, it's just so hard to think about.
Is she lying?
She's not lying. She seems like if it is one of the band, it is Jennifer or Francisco, but thinking about how that is possible puts her in enough emotional pain that she backtracks and then resets her position.
Okay.
Pat her on the back and be like, sometimes poetry helps with this kind of stuff.
Ugh.
Sad poetry is the worst kind, if I may be frank.
I concur.
Whoa. That's talking about my mother.
Still concur.
Forgive me. I meant no disrespect. But Hikaru, tell me, you were in Japan recently, correct?
Correct, yes.
Now, we have also been pointed in the direction of your band members. This is incredibly uncouth, and I do apologize for any offense that you may take. But do you have any proof? Your alibi is strong, and it has raised questions. Does anyone that you know that can confirm that you were not in the country? Or a boarding pass, perhaps?
And she pulls out her phone and pulls up the boarding pass and shows you that at the very least this phone did have a boarding pass on it from Japan to here, and she did check in.
Understood. Japan is a very beautiful country, from what I gather.
It is.
I don't suppose you have any pictures.
I do, and she pulls up her phone, and you see pictures of her and her family.
Is there? So I'm a scumboy Android user. And when you swipe up, you can see the kind of the date that it was taken. Is there anything like that?
I am also a scumboy Android user, so all my people are Android users. So yeah.
Solid.
No.
Like, no.
Allie's too bougie. She has the Mac.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, you see the dates. Either she somehow was able to get her phone to Japan to take pictures and then superimpose herself in some of these pictures. Which once again, Scion, hard God, not out of the realm of possible.
Also Photoshop, but
No. God magic.
Not Photoshop, God magic. All right.
Is this considered a new scene?
Yes.
Can I ask about her deity?
Yes. So her deity is a sign of Amaterasu.
That was a mouthful.
Amaterasu, is that what you said?
Yes. You could consider a deity of the sun.
I'll tell Emmanuel, but that's as far as I got. I don't know anything else.
While they're talking, Hassan wants to investigate the room because I noticed how gross clean it is because I'm a surgeon. I have been at ORs. I understand what obsessive cleaning looks like, and I want to see is this lived in? Is this staged? Is there something weird going on? Body under the couch?
Okay. Hassan, give me, because you're looking kind of using your medicine to so then give me a medicine intellect. Yeah.
Medicine. Intellect.
Good God.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's So then you are aware of this. You've seen it a few times. This is definitely an obsessive cleaning, but it seems like it is a coping mechanism to keep her busy, distracted from thinking about her friend dying. You even see as she's given you tea, like she immediately goes and starts like cleaning under where she's giving you tea. It is this just like, I have to keep cleaning, I have to keep moving, because if you stop moving, you start thinking. As you start thinking, things get dark. So just keep moving and cleaning, and everything is fine.
I'm gonna knock something over on accident. Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it
a mess
at all. And immediately starts cleaning. And there's this like almost a sense of relief as there's just a new thing that she can clean.
I get the sense that she's been cleaning to kind of subdue the emotions.
Right.
Yeah.
So, kind of like green superfood, I really like this tea stuff. This is amazing. And I'm going to sit down and chat with her about it and try and find out more about it. But in doing so, I'm going to use my good listener knack. So whenever you make casual conversation with an SGC, no matter the topic, they will reveal an important detail relevant to the story.
So she starts talking about tea, and I got this tea from Japan.
Do I know any Japanese tea plants? Do I?
You mean like personally?
Yeah.
No, that is slightly far from where you are.
Yeah.
Honestly, she starts talking about her relationship with Bai and Jennifer, and how she's been spending a lot of time with Jennifer recently, and how she doesn't really know much about Jennifer. Like, Jennifer's background was a point that even Francisco was like, no one knew about Jennifer's background.
So Bai has been spending the time with Jennifer.
Yes, Bai was spending a lot of time with Jennifer.
And she's new to the scene. Interesting. Where did they meet?
She and Bai never told me. It was just like, we got a new friend, and we tend not to question Bai.
What's your take on Jennifer?
She seems sweet. I think there was some sort of trauma or thing that happened, but they just never explained it. I didn't ask too much. And I was hoping, and like with spending time with Bai, she seemed like she was opening up to us at least.
What is Kieran doing while we're discussing all of this? He's been eerily quiet.
He has
doing
been
burpees in the corner.
After he like laid down on the couch, you all started talking to Hiraku. He started just watching all of you intently, like this like deep stare at all of you.
I don't know if I'm projecting that I want this motherfucker to be the killer.
Right? So is it like a hostile kind of thing, or is it just like
give me
creepy?
Empathy presence roll.
I sat in the chair and started just staring at him too.
So that's a lot of successes.
3? Yeah.
It is not a creepy stare. It is a defensive stare.
Okay, so more defensive, like he's protecting her and himself?
Her.
Okay.
Yeah, he honestly, like, Rhiannon could like walk up and like backhand him and he wouldn't even notice. He's making sure that you all don't say something that upsets her because you all don't know her.
Right.
If you said anything particularly, he would have like jumped in and redirected the conversation.
Aww.
He's a good wingman.
Now I feel bad for things happening earlier.
Are we
Just a
the
little,
assholes?
not much.
He liked
Right?
it. He liked it. It's fine.
Yeah, he did. He did,
This is
obviously,
like the
right?
third
It's
time this has
okay.
Every
happened.
time.
Chaz, why do you set me up to be an asshole?
I didn't mean for it to happen. Oh god. But as you finish your tea, Haruko's like, if there's any way I can help you, let me know. I'm good at researching. I could research something and let you know.
That would be most appreciated.
Mummies.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have
Some-
much experience with mummies, but yes, I can. I'll start researching right away.
And what
but
was
first,
the other
I
thing
just-
that you were saying earlier when we were talking at that, or when you were all talking in the house when I was burying my, kin? What you said something about more powerful things that might control mummies that had to do with fire.
Yeah, there's fire and explosions and mummies.
Can anyone control mummies, or do they have to be like Egyptian gods of mummies? Anybody know that?
You can do an occult roll.
Okay.
To see if you have like.
Since I asked everybody, can everybody do one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone, occult?
Yeah, occult and let's say intelligence. Mm-hmm.
One success.
I mean, with the amount of success you all have as a group, like you've all heard of various scions of various undead gods who have control of mummies. They don't have to be Egyptian necessarily, although they usually are.
Is there any way to determine where that fabric that you found is from?
Did I restore it and bring it with me?
You did bring it with you, yeah. She can like try to analyze it and find who the source of the fabric is or what region it's from. Like she can try that. It'll
Right.
take a little while though.
I mean,
Okay.
it'll give her something to do instead
besides
of being sad. Right.
So yeah, she will take the fabric if you allow it, and will begin.
Yeah, she can have it.
Okay, then she will go over to her computer and start like just typing things in, kind of figuring out how she can hone in on where this fabric is, like any kind of important information.
While she's doing that, is it possible for me to just speak with Kieran?
Yeah, so you like walk him over and he's like, what's up, Maddie? What?
Emmanuel,
Sorry.
no, it's perfectly fine. You all seem to have a general consensus, agreeing that it is one of your band members. My companion found some information regarding mummies. This is a deeply personal question. As band members, you all bond, but would you be able to tell me if any of your band members are associated with such creatures?
He like you can see him going through the list. And it's like Frankie is kind of like a, well, I guess biased technically. Like she's some kind of sun Egyptian god Scion. I don't ask her too many questions. I guess I didn't ask her too many questions. Frank is some sort of sun god as well. I think. Like I don't talk to him. Jennifer is. I don't know what Jennifer is. I've never seen her do anything. Huh. Hera's also a sun god.
Interesting. Kieran, we find your aid most helpful, but I do think your companion needs you.
Oh, nah, she's fine. If I get her, I'll just stay here. I'll just get in the way.
I understand.
But if y'all don't need me, I'll make myself busy somewhere else.
Confronting this can be hard. I'll give him my phone number, as regretful as it's probably going to be in the future.
Love it.
If you come across anything or if you think of anything else, please feel free to give me a call.
Someone's gonna ask for floor seats. Watch out.
Thank you, Emmanuel. This means a lot.
Manny is fine. I'll just pat him on the shoulder.
Oh, and like a big sweaty bear hug because he does play basketball.
Right in there.
Did he take his shirt back off to give him the hug?
Probably.
Right?
No. But it was
It's more legit that way.
It's sweated through, so it's like wet cloth on cloth.
Right?
Good. That's the bro hug.
Where Sigrun doesn't really understand that the Armani that you're wearing is worth a lot of money. Jeremy is like,
I'll return the hug, just a one arm.
no.
And so this brings up another thing that you all can do. So there are things called bonds that help in like interactions. So because Rhiannon and Kieran are like kind of rival fighting buddies, if you all like do a thing together, you get enhancements because of that bond. And now Manny and Kieran are bonded in a sense. Like Manny is now one of Kieran's like best buds. I don't think Emmanuel feels that way about Kieran, but like as long as they act in a way that is according to their bond, you gain a little benefit. But it is harder to do things that are against that bond. So if Rhiannon wanted to do a thing that was like, I want to do something nice for Kieran that's not punching him in the face, it'll add like a complication because your bond was the like pants down, bop, bop.
Okay, good. I'm glad we have such a healthy bond.
All right. So what's the plan now?
I vote we go find Jennifer.
Okay.
I think it's super suspicious that nobody remembers anything about her.
Okay, so you have her number and you call. No response.
Manuel,
Strike
leave a
one.
message. Leave a message.
Does it go to voicemail at all, or is it just?
Oh yeah. Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm probably with my new friends, so leave a message and I'll call you back.
Miss Walker, my name is Emmanuel Montero. I've recently come into contact with some of your friends, and I would like to inquire you about a business opportunity, perhaps something that you all can take part in. Please contact me at your earliest convenience, and I'll leave my number, give my condolences, and then give my number again for good measure.
Well,
I'll text her. Did you hear what your friend said? You better check your voicemail.
While you're doing that, you see Kieran. Jenny, where are you? Answer the phone. I know where you hang out. You can't hide from me. And you know what? I know where you are. We're gonna find you. Okay, let's go.
Wait, before we go, I'm gonna go over to Hikaru. Is she still like Googling and things?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my Doctors Without Borders legendary title. And I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder. I'm gonna be like, I know this is really hard with your friends. If you're ever in a pinch, I also have the minimum like requirement medical skills. I'm gonna teach her like a MacGyver secret of like medical need for her friends. I'm gonna tell her like, if you're ever in a pinch and your friend needs help, this is where this artery is. You just pop, 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 and then okay, then you can get help and you have enough time.
And she thanks you and gives you a big hug. And then when she pulls away, like there's tears, and she just kind of wipes it away and goes back to work.
I'll as we're walking to the car, just have a short interaction with Rhiannon. Um, you are enjoying driving, yes?
Oh yeah.
Right. So the thing is, mine is a deity of fire, heat, the day. Now, I always picture myself dying in fire and heat. But however, I do like seeing another day. If you would kindly make it so we can all see another day, that'd be
I
most appreciated.
got you.
Thank you. Just perhaps one more day.
Do I have a helmet? Can I give him one?
Do you want shotgun, Emmanuel? Is that what you're saying?
Not
I think you would have
Well, there's an
slightest.
airbag there.
Yeah. Well, it's my seat, but we can squeak. So we can get 3 in the front row if you want
I'm
us
Three in the
No.
front.
in the back, amigo.
there.
Kieran would be like, I heard that though. 3 in the front row. Let's go. Run. Gonna run to the front.
Down. Do it. Jeremy, you better get in the car. We're gonna leave you.
Alhamdulillah.
Absolutely.
It's not Iraqi, but is Arabic for in God's hands. This is as close as I can get. I was deployed to Afghanistan. I never went to Iraq, but in God's hands. Let's go, Rhiannon.
It works.
Okay, what do I roll for that? Sorry, I forgot.
So pilot, and you have been. Let's do dexterity.
Pilot.
So
Yeah.
dexterity looking good. Good God. So Emmanuel, if you don't look out of the window, this is actually one of the smoothest rides you've ever been in.
I'll definitely make the mistake of peeking out every once in a while, just pinch at the mud, and then just.
And every time you do, it's like family like pulling their child out of the way.
Ay, Dios mío.
You like just miss a fire hydrant, or you realize like, am I drifting in a limo? That can't be healthy.
It's like Willy Wonka's like water river ride.
Yeah.
Okay, hermoso. Okay.
And then at some point, the front window in the limo goes down, and Kieran's like, "Maddie, I got this for you," and tosses you a bottle of water.
Gracias, hermoso.
Yeah. All right, let's do this.
Taking
Rolls
a
the
drink of
window.
water, chain smoking, almost out of cigarettes.
Emmanuel, I've never seen a human turn green before. Is that normal?
Not in the slightest. Hermoso, it's a new experience.
Look around. Is there an ice bucket?
Yeah, there's an ice bucket.
Just hand you the ice bucket.
I will take this.
And you go to a couple places where Kieran's like, Jennifer is definitely here. She hangs out here all the time. She loves her bookstores. Okay, she's not here. But every time you go someplace, he gets you all something. Like he buys you a book, a commemorative book. It's like a cookbook that he just found. I was like, you all like cooking with lemons, right? Here you go. At the third stop, he's like, she's always at this coffee shop. I know she's here. Like I knew she was in the other place, but she's here. I'm going to let you all talk to her. I don't know much about her. Is anyone going into the coffee shop?
Absolutely.
Sure.
I'll go too.
I'll try to blend in as much as possible, be less direct for this one. I'm not sure if no. I'll just casually try to blend.
Will we know it's her?
Nope.
Kieran didn't give us a picture?
No, he didn't. You think Kieran would think that much?
Can I text him?
Sweet
Yeah.
boy.
We text him. Hey,
Okay.
what does she look like?
Oh, right. So she's like short
Bro.
and has.
I'm gonna say bro like 3 times. Do you have a selfie?
Oh, right. Yeah. Sends you a picture. And there's a picture. And at the right, or like in the middle, like right next to Bai, there is this kind of like shortish, kind of auburn brown hair girl who is sitting at the opposite end, sipping coffee.
Show it to my friend.
Well, I'm gonna order first. We need coffee, so
We do
Yeah.
need coffee.
go up there. I need a grande iced decaf americano because I've already had my caffeine for the day.
And the Bruce is like, "Oh yes, we could do that for you. And anything else?"
Guys,
Chai
Nothing.
tea latte.
Chai tea latte.
You have superfood?
Is that a type of coffee? I don't think we have that blend.
No, it's a drink, but that's all right. I'll try a coffee.
Do you want the tea? Sigrun, you really like the tea. Would you like to try one?
Oh, do you have tea here?
I vote we give him coffee and see how that happens.
Just espresso. Just a tree on
Alternatively,
espresso.
we don't hype Group up on caffeine. Groot needs tea.
Baby Groot yell. Just
Right.
So you get your coffees. And Jenny has not left. You see her, she has spent the most of the time kind of like sobbing into her coffee. So it is slightly saltier than it was when she got it.
Who shall make the first approach?
I mean, I'll do it if you want me to, but I don't know if you want me to.
I just
don't-
want to be close. I don't need to talk to her.
I don't think that your energy will match hers in this moment.
Are you volunteering, Emmanuel? It sounds like you're volunteering.
I could do this.
Okay, I believe in you. I'll sit over there.
I'll straighten my tie, brush off the, no doubt, started the salt stains of sweat. A little bit of from the Kieran hug. And just casually walk over, taking a seat, preferably the seat that's not immediately next to her,
Okay.
and just sit down and just, excuse me.
Yes. I'm sorry. Am I in your spot? I can.
No. I'm very sorry to trouble you. It pains me to see such a beautiful woman so sad.
Smooth.
I like that.
What's the mission? What?
Give me and I'm gonna say an attribute. I don't know if this is actually what you're doing. Let's say manipulation.
That's exactly that. We're schmoozing.
Or schmoozing. Manipulation, persuasion. Yeah, like you've been schmoozing all your life. Like this is what you do.
Manipulation and persuasion.
Okay, so that's not great.
No, it is not.
But you still get. I'm just gonna do this.
3.
You have 4 successes. And she looks up and it's like, "Oh, you're too kind. There's no way I'm beautiful. I'm sorry."
No, it's forgive me. It was a cliche line, but it does pain me to see someone like this. Might I ask you what exactly is wrong? Perhaps I can be some assistance.
Yeah. With those successes, she begins to say something like, "I think I'm going to be." No, I'm sorry. I lost a close friend recently, and it's harder than I thought.
I am very sorry to hear this.
Is she lying?
No lying.
I am no stranger to death. But you should take comfort in the idea that there is rebirth after. And I'm not sure if you are a spiritual individual, and forgive me if it seems as if I am pushing my own beliefs, but I believe that there is a manner of life after death, and a way that spirits are reborn, can return. Sometimes those with spite can come back to right those wrongs and to gain justice against those who wronged them. Definitely leading a little bit more than we probably should, but we'll go with it. We'll see if she gives anything away.
Give me another manipulation subterfuge roll this time. Like,
let's go, RN Jesus. Manipulation
and as he's saying all this about like
subterfuge.
continuation after death, I'm just like sitting there with my tea between Rhiannon and Hassan, and I'm just like, yeah, it's called as fertilizer.
Oh, she's like, no
successes.
No successes, but not a botch. So you do gain one more momentum. Actually, no, you don't get a momentum this time. She doesn't like bite. She says, thank you. You know, I hope Francisco gets what he deserves. I know he did it.
Is she like?
There's something about what she's saying that doesn't ring true.
I'm gonna like lift up my chai and I'm gonna like knock the saucer on the floor. And then after a second, I'm gonna side eye Emmanuel and be like, "Nah, bro," and then go back to my drink.
I'll pick up the saucer for you.
Friendship is a beautiful thing, Sigrun. I value this.
Your Francisco.
Yes, he's a fellow Scion.
I see.
He killed by.
You know this to be true for certain.
It had to be him. He was so jealous, and he was always violent. You know,
if I said she's still lying, I'm making like awkward stomping noises.
She had. So Francisco did it. Lie. Or I know Francisco did it. Lie. Francisco was jealous and violent.
You're just standing over there. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Well, at first it was like a stomp after the drop saucer, and then there was another stomp, and then it's bullshit sneezes. It's absolutely right.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How do the legendary titles work?
So essentially, if you wanted to do a thing and you needed not an inspiration, that's D&D. The extra successes, I can't remember what they're called. You could evoke the legendary title. So what's your legendary title?
The Purifying Flame.
Okay, so if you, just off the top of my head, were like, I'm going to burn the ever-loving crap out of this coffee shop because from that will come the truth. I will purify it. You would gain like benefits because like that's what your title is. And so even though it makes no sense, your title, therefore fate is behind you. So it kind of works out.
Well, I was hoping just to inspire her with the purifying part, but the flame got really intense.
You can
Did you light a napkin on fire? Does it have to be the shop?
You don't have to invoke all the things. If you can make your title part of the narrative, then you gain the benefits. So you don't have to burn down the coffee shop. I just found that entertaining. If you were like, I like that idea.
Burn this coffee shop.
Burn it to
okay. So I'm going to come up and obviously I know Emmanuel, so I'll talk to him and I'll look at her and I'm going to tell a story about a candle that couldn't light until it told the truth.
Nice.
And once it was pure, it was able to burn.
Oh.
Well done. Well done.
Okay.
Get a slow clap from Hassan.
So then we'll use your presence and your persuasion. And if you get any success, you add. Yeah. So then you also add that to the successes. She says, "You don't understand.
What don't I understand?
You know, we can't talk here. Meet me at," and she gives you a name of a local restaurant.
Is she lying? Is it a real place?
It is a real place.
Okay. Is she
But
pretending to be there like the meet me is real and the
No,
place is
that's a
real?
lie.
Oh, okay.
place
I'm gonna
is
be
real.
like, I'm gonna look at Rhiannon and like,
I'm gonna tell her that I have a good place we can talk.
I'd
That's
like
fine.
to. I don't know if I'll be able to help Rhiannon with this particular ability, but I'd like to use a boon if at all possible.
It is.
All that glitters. Imbue one legend to create enhancement 2 on social actions, positive or negative, when you show off your wealth. To do this, I'll just kind of say, if you are for certain that it was Francisco, I belong to a group of powerful friends that can see him brought to justice. A man of power, you see. Someone who can afford the most expensive of lawyers, plant the most expensive information.
Yes. I would like to take you up on that.
Please, then, won't you come with us? We'd like to ask you a few more questions just to get our story straight.
I think that's best.
To the limo.
Gotcha, motherfucker.
Son is displeased because he does not like people trying to lie more than he does. Like,
yeah, like she was making you work for it.
right. Like, it's for funsies for me. You're making my life hard. That is completely different, not funsies.
So she walks out and she's like, may I take my car so I don't leave it here?
Absolutely not, honey. You ride in the front with us. Come here. It's the best seat in the house.
Have you ever ridden in a limo before?
No, I haven't.
You are in for a treat.
Trust
I
me,
can
and your
follow
car
along
is,
with your
You
car.
see the hat? We're qualified.
your car is perfectly safe here, and if not, then I will buy you a new one.
I was going to say I could follow
Emmanuel,
along
you're so generous.
in
You're always
in
taking
that
care
car.
of us. So wonderful.
Checkmate. Okay, so she gets into the car and is like,
Also want to steal it.
I should go steal her car.
You should just text Kira and be like, the car's left unattended, take care of it.
Well, speaking of Kieran, he runs in. Hey, Rhiannon, Manny, we gotta go. We gotta go now. We gotta go like right now. Right now. Right now. We need to leave. We need
Get
to
in the
like
car.
yeah, like yes. Hikaru was kidnapped.
Oh shit.
What?
Should have given her hostage training.
Pushing everyone in the car. No more talking. Pushing everyone. Driving.
Is Jennifer coming with us? I imagine hearing that one of her bandmates should incite some sort of
No,
reaction.
there's no should, Manny. We're dragging her. She's already. This is commitment from volume.
She was essentially pushed onto your lap because she's obviously into this.
Yes.
All right.
You need the Gotham Batman experience. You handle that, bro.
This suit is ruined.
And you take off, but you don't go more than 20 feet before a massive explosion from a nearby park lifts the limo back onto wheels. Like this has been a bicycle limo for most of the day, and on its
You can handle
top.
that. That's her natural driving ability. She can correct that.
Cool. I have a question. So is the explosion like it's gonna hurt someone explosion, or it's just kind of pushing the car a little bit?
If anyone was near the explosion, they are dead.
But we're not. We're fine.
You are fine. The neck is cranked a little bit.
Well, I was gonna say I don't know how. If it wasn't meant to hurt anyone, or if anyone wasn't any real danger, then I'm not gonna try to take the hit.
Greater good, Rhiannon. Greater good. As medicine to medicine, you keep driving.
Oh, you just told me to let everybody take it.
Well,
I know you're a combat medic. We got triage. There's bigger dangers over there. Let's go.
while the limo is moving, while we're driving, you said Jennifer is with us, correct?
Yes.
Driving.
All right. I'll speak with her and just say, all right, the time for games is over. If there's anything you know, now is the time to tell us. That was quite a large explosion, and your friend is dead. Now we are getting rumors that your other friend is also kidnapped. We know that you're not telling the entire truth. What is going on?
I don't know, but we have to check out that explosion, don't we?
Hassan just not even going to check for lies and be like, nope, don't listen to her.
I would say that your most immediate concern is me, young woman.
Okay. I'm
totally watching through the rear view. I'm hoping this gets exciting.
You're just like, give me. Yeah. And Kieran is like, to you, like Rihanna, like, I like Jenny, but if I don't like Jenny, you wanna like? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. As long as we're on the same page. Jennifer's like, okay, look, it wasn't my fault. I know where she is.
Oh, quickly, and I'll pull out the flint knife at this point.
Okay. Look, they're at the park.
Is she like
where the explosion just happened?
Yes, to Sigrun. Is she lying? A little bit, kinda.
She's lying. There's no more subtlety in the car. Slap her.
Who is they?
I mean, did you say she's lying out loud?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is chaotic good right here. She's lying. Slap her. I will. Do you need me to do it? I will climb through this window.
Hikaru is at the park.
Who took her? Speak quickly. My friends are eager to spill blood. I myself don't want to see a woman harmed, as my mother did raise me right, but I'm willing to forget some lessons.
Oh, wait. Kieran heard that. Oh, shit. So, when that comes out, that it was confirmed that Hikaru is indeed at the park, he is trying to shove himself through the window to get
Wait,
to...
she's lying. But she's lying,
right? They are at the park is a lie. Hikaru is at the park is not a lie.
Oh, I see.
Who's holding him back, rolling up the window slowly?
I mean, it's Kieran. Like, he's going to bust through the window.
He's like trying to get through. I'm like, let me
go. Once the window is up, yeah. Go ahead.
I was can I see out the window?
Yeah. I mean, you're upside down, so many of the windows are like broken.
Okay. I'm just gonna eye the. Can we see the park, or is it?
You see, like,
because of our position.
It's far enough that you can see bits of like burnt tree.
Does that count as a
motherfuckers?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna kick the door open and get out.
From Sigrun, right? Whole section.
No. Does that count as a field feature?
Yes.
Okay, so I can increase or decrease environmental rank of field features. For temperature and shadow, can I make it easier for people to like get in there since everybody's gonna charge in there?
Yeah. So you can like decrease the temperature. It'll still be fire, but like you won't like immediately start melting.
Okay, so whenever everybody starts piling out the limo like it sounds like they will, I'm going to use my hell feature and just tone it down a bit.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So I assume Sigrun is already like booking it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna eye the situation and use my keen-eyed predator knack. So I roll my knack skill, and I ask one of the following per success. Following questions per success. Sorry. So what would you like me to roll?
For your knack skill, let's see. Give me a. I'm just gonna bring you. Oh, let me see. This is interesting. Let's go resolve and survival.
Excellent.
That feels fitting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
5. Yeah.
So that's all the questions.
I get all the answers.
All right, ask away.
Okay, so the first question will be how many hostile enemies are present?
5.
Who or which of them is the biggest threat?
The one in the back that looks like a sphinx.
That thing that I'm clicking?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, that's big. Is there a safe way into the situation? Like, because there's fire and shit.
You can get into the park pretty easily.
Yeah.
I would have to go around to get to the sphinx without burning, but there are ways to go around that.
Okay. Are there any other hazards, including terrain?
There's some like divots that you could walk around, but it's not too difficult.
You want me to drive this limo up there for you?
Yeah.
Well, because it crashed, right?
It is. I mean,
it was
can
pushed
like
back, but like how was it?
It is right now upside down, but Rhiannon can easily just pop it again.
Yeah, she can.
Damn.
I missed that it was upside down. Just had a conversation with.
Yeah, you were like upside down, like, hey,
threatening death with a knife. Fuck.
That's the most serious upside down conversation I've ever heard.
Honestly.
So, seeing my family burning, I will take all of that in, express what I learned to my band, and start heading that way.
You don't want to get in the car? I will drive you there.
I can't hit things with my stick in the car.
You can get back.
I haven't learned about car or like mailbox baseball yet, so.
Don't we have an experienced firefighter in the car? Like a master firefighter anywhere? Hassan's just gonna bait you so hard. Like people who understand the fire thing.
I don't have any water. Is there? Okay, hang on. Is there a fire hydrant nearby?
Is that an excuse for the master firefighter?
Oh my gosh, I
thought you were good at your job. Do they just give master firefighter to anyone?
Is that a fountain? Is that a fountain that I see, Chaz?
That is the fountain.
I'll shout back, there's a fountain!
Is it like spraying out? What if I just take the limo and hit it? Will the water go everywhere?
It will.
There you go.
Everywhere.
There's a
will
picture
not get
of
all the fire.
holding a fire hydrant in her hand. You probably ripped that bugger out.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, good. Okay.
Are we looking at a new map? I'm still
yeah,
on
so
the
far
copy
only
table.
Okay, I'm still in the coffee shop.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
I was so confused. We're
Yeah,
good.
only Sigrun's made it to the other side.
Oh, good. Instagram is there for her people. Like she's
Right.
all about it.
Yeah.
Just
They're
get
my band, but they're my people. So.
And I will say,
it's okay.
Motivation.
Sigrun, I'm going to need you to roll initiative because they can see you.
Oh,
so
shit.
They're going to try to kill you.
Oh, yeah. How far behind Sigrun am I?
Like a block maybe, not that far. Oh, I gotta do a thing.
after the fire hydrant scenario, then I'll yell, Kieran, you down? Let's go.
Kieran's already out like, fire hydrant, yeah, I'm down. Okay, so let's see. Sigrun, you got a 1.
I got a 1.
Yes, you did.
I don't know what that means, but I will agree. Yes, I did.
Yes.
And then we'll say,
I'm probably not quite this far. So I'm
anyone else
probably
rolling
50
initiative?
feet from the limo, if that helps anyone.
Song's not a fighter, but I'll help if anyone gets hurt.
all right, what are you all doing who are not in the, are you in the limo? Driving up?
Wait, is it upside down or?
It is upside down, but it will take all of like 10 seconds for Rhiannon to make that not be a thing.
Did you do that, Rhiannon, or did you just go for the fire hydrant?
Oh gosh. Can we do both?
Yeah, that'll slow you down a little bit, but not that
Okay.
much.
If you flip it, I'll drive who's ever else in the limo to just like a more advantageous spot while y'all rush.
Take the take the limo, but keep an eye on Miss Walker. I need more answers from her. I don't know what we're getting into.
Which means we'll put you there, up you there, and we'll just have to mind's eye a limo because I didn't make one.
Not a problem.
You weren't expecting it to be part of this. It's okay.
I feel like I should have.
It's like a pet. It's a pet at this point.
You're down here.
Whenever I need to do an initiation roll, however you want to call it, I have Crow of Morgana,
Mm-hmm.
and I just remember it has something to do with those rolls, and now I'm gonna have to look it up.
Let me see.
I gain an enhancement equal to success spent on your.
Oh, wow. I guess that makes sense for you. So yeah, now that everyone is here, roll me an initiative, everybody.
So did we enter from the left to the right, just so I can put myself in the right spot?
You entered from essentially the south. I assume Sigurd went to the left because that was where a tree was.
Gotcha.
All right, still very. Oh,
So-
no, found it. We're good.
Mm-hmm. Emmanuel with. And then I am missing Hassan. Okay,
Oh.
Hassan is down here.
Yep, I'm in there.
All right, Rhiannon, you are first as you come running up with a fire hydrant.
So is that the Sphinx in the middle up there?
Yep.
And that's the most immediate threat.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go right ahead. And is Sigrun close too? I don't want to like go at it completely alone, so I just want to make sure that someone's kind of like close.
Sigurd is pretty far off. Sigurd's like to the left somewhere, like looking at a tree and weeping.
Oh. Okay. Well, I am gonna go. I guess I'm gonna rush the Sphinx. Can I hit it with the fire hydrant?
Yeah, you can.
I didn't bring that here for nothing.
So you rush the Sphinx, and you're able to like weave through the mummies. Give me a might close combat roll with this like fire hydrant. You just kind of like jam it into its legs.
A might. Close combat roll. Here's a might. And you said close combat.
So what is the defense here?
Whoa, those were horrible. When does stamina come into play? Just out of curiosity.
That determines how many times you can get bruised. So you, with your stamina, can get bruised like 3 times, whereas most other people can only get bruised twice or once.
Okay, got it.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So do you like at first like you hit his skin, we'll say, and you can barely get through, but then you just push through, and you like jam it into the side of his arms. He now like angry, annoyed, and has a little bit of issue like putting pressure on that left arm. So is that good?
I don't know. I feel like it's a yay.
Yeah. And it feels like a yay. Emmanuel, you are next.
This is a very large creature. I'm not a fighter, but I will try to draw its attention to try and give my friends some openings. So rushing up, if at all possible.
Okay, show me where you'd like to go and who you're trying to distract.
There's a fuck ton of mummies. I was just focused on the giant. Oh man, that's a question. This is not smart, but I'm gonna rush up next to Rhiannon.
Yeah. All we need is Kieran up here. We got the full bond happening.
Wait, I can't get to you. What the? I'm just gonna do this. There we go. And you're trying to distract this creature from her?
Yes. So she can get a couple strikes in without having to worry about injury.
Oh, then you won't need to do any rolls. You will give Rhiannon an enhancement on her next attack roll.
Understood.
I'm just going to put this out there. Before anything bad happens to him, I will defend him with my body.
You're going to need to.
And Chaz, is that what it means when it says teamwork, like effects of teamwork in like an ability? Is that essentially what just happened?
Yeah, you're right. So I will have you roll a thing because it's possible you can get more than one enhancement. So roll me. Give me a cunning persuasion, a cunning subterfuge.
Myself?
Yes.
Understood. Cunning and subterfuge. So there is cunning and there is subterfuge.
Okay, so you still only get one, but it's possible to get 4 when you do that. So,
okay.
But it still worked. Let's see. Kieran is not going to waste any time. Going to run up to this side, run through the fire because why not? And is going to, yeah. Oh, damn.
Oh.
So 1 success, 2 successes, 4 successes. Rhiannon, you see that same punch that hit you. Except it's aimed right at the area where you put the fire hydrant. And then when he does that turn, you see this like massive streak from the creature as like gouts of blood like pour from this thing's like left hand.
Boy.
That's your boy.
Well, that happened quickly.
Glad we kept him.
Unfortunately, the mummies are going to run. So we have one on Emmanuel, one on Rhiannon, and one on Kieran. So on your sheets at the bottom, there is a defense thing. When you get attacked, you can roll that many dice to see essentially what the target is to hit you. And all three of you are being attacked by mummies. So we have. Gotcha. So Rhiannon. Uh-oh.
I mean,
Rhiannon,
is there a way for me to do living pillar and try to protect everybody?
living pillar is when you take the damage yourself, right?
Yeah, I have to use my body to deflect stuff.
Yeah. So you just try to like shield each of them from the damage. The first attack hits you and kind of attacks your cornea, and so you cannot see for the next like 10 seconds. You also take one bruised condition. And let's just
Does
see.
immunity do anything for that?
Does
Because
what?
when I'm a living pillar, I have immunity.
Is living pillar the one that has to do with environmental things?
Oh, okay.
Is it?
Oh, I will read it directly.
If it doesn't, then you take no damage. If it does, then you would take the bruise conditions.
Living pillar, when you protect someone with your body, you are completely immune to environmental hazard.
Yeah. So then you wouldn't be able to use that for this one.
Okay, so that would just be more for like the fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then you take one maimed and are blinded. Emmanuel. What was your defense?
I haven't rolled yet. I was muted when I asked the question. The knack, not a fighter. Would that be something I should have or would have had to have activated beforehand?
What? Not necessarily. What to do?
Not a fighter. Enemies won't directly target you in a fight unless you make an attack. Gain enhancement 1 on all rolls to disengage or withdraw.
Oh yeah, no. So then it wouldn't attack you. We'll say the second one goes to Rhiannon. No, the second one goes to Kieran.
Shit.
Kieran actually likes that. Kieran he's fine with that.
He likes the conflict.
Yeah. And the third one. Goes to Kieran as well. So you all watch as Kieran becomes swarmed by these zombies and they just start chewing on his right hand.
We have to save this child.
Do.
Just a question. Who is in the limo?
Me and Jenny.
Oh yeah, you're still there.
I'm waiting for my initiative turn. Just tell me when it happens.
Well, the mummy taskmaster runs in and attempts to pull Jenny out. Are you going to attempt to stop him at all?
Absolutely. I'm going to drive over him.
Oh, yeah, you're still driving.
I'm driving. That's right. I've been waiting for this moment. Who am I running over? Been waiting.
You know what? You have been waiting for it. Give me a dexterity pilot roll. Let's see you drive over a mummy.
Does this have to be a good roll then or a bad roll?
Right. Exactly.
We'll say like any extreme of good or extreme of bad is all right. If it's like middle, that's the problem. So you do get 1, but you also get +2, so 3.
Oh, but I get an extra roll because I got a 10, right?
Yep.
Oh wait, I have to hit enter. Hold on, I'm getting used to the system. My bad. Crap. So 1.
Interesting. So this is what we're going to do. how do I do this? You see this mummy running up to Jenny, and you just kick it in the drive it. You hear that like ka-chunk, and there's no movement anymore. The mummy seems to be dead again.
Well done.
Okay. As long as I have in my turn, I'm just gonna keep aiming for the next mummy I see, and just all right, hold on, Jenny, buckle your seatbelt.
Oh, you got a double tap. You right? Haven't you ever seen what you call Zombieland?
There you go.
So then, because you would have more movement, I would say you'd also be able to kill this mummy. As you're just like running over creatures now.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna roll down the window. Why are you taking forever?
Let's see. Jenny is going to jump out and book it. Sigurd. Sigrun. What?
Yeah, say my name. So as the limo goes over the mummy, do I see the mummy come out the backside?
You see bits and pieces of what was mummy underneath the limo.
Perfect. So I'm gonna run over here and I jam my hands into the ground and I'm gonna cause. Hang on. I'm gonna cause overgrown plants to rise up and entwine around the Sphinx. It is difficult terrain. And I can attack with it with a survival and presence roll.
Yeah, give me a survival and presence roll as it's on fire.
Which is better.
Yeah.
Is the Sphinx is on fire?
Well, it is now. You wraps around in like flaming vines.
That's what I was hoping for. Okay, good.
I'll give you some, can I give her some advantage or something due to the purifying flame?
Okay, yeah. So you see this happening, and I'll tell you what I'll see what you can do. So you haven't actually spent any legends yet. So you can use a legend and spend it to invoke the purifying flame to wrap around the vines that are now growing.
Okay. Do I have to write down that I use my legend then?
Sure. There's a chance that this Sphinx won't survive it.
Oh, okay.
So Jeremy, with this purifying flame, the Sphinx has like a +2 complication to break out of these things. There's a +2 enhancement, and when you cause damage, it also has the aggravated tag, which means it is persistent.
Sweet.
So what is the roll? Ooh, that's not great.
Terrible, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's wrapping it in fire, and it's a through.
No, you spent a legend.
Right.
So yeah, no, it hits.
Okay.
In the sense that if you're spending a legend, that is the difference between like throwing a baseball and then creating a baseball machine gun to shoot a baseball with. It is a different
That's fair.
scale of things. So I will say, yeah, that does in fact hit.
So we both spent legends on this?
No. Wait.
Yes.
Oh, double spent legend.
That Sphinx is so burning.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So it has +2 enhancement, +2 complication to escape, aggravated, and it will continue to take damage the longer it's in.
And so it says a complication 3 for the overgrown plants.
Oh, then I lied. +4 complication, +3 enhancement.
Numbers.
It took damage. Oh, this poor. Why are you guys being so mean to my Sphinx? Like, what did it do to you?
We put you in such weird situations. I love every second of it.
The Sphinx is probably the good guy, and we're just like, fuck you!
Meanwhile, Jenny's just gone.
We are the high school
Right?
bullies. Yeah, Jenny.
Yeah. So let's see. It cannot do much, but it can attack Kieran. So let's just click this. Are you shitting me? No. Hold up. Actually, no, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot. Uh-oh. So you see the Sphinx pick up the right hand, which still has a kind of free, and just brings it down on Kieran to the point where the hand is down and you don't see Kieran anymore. And when he lifts the hand, there's just this like grouping sound as Kieran just drops. And he's like slowly stands, like his left hand is just mangled as that's what he tried to block it with. He no longer has use of this hand as it's effectively shattered.
I can fix that.
But he still has his right hand and he's trying to go back to the top.
Can I remove that injury?
You can remove the injured, but he essentially got a maimed status. So you can move one injured status. But the left hand, that would take like some downtime.
Oh, okay. So would that really help anything then?
A little bit, yeah, because the next time he takes damage, if he doesn't have that injured slot, it's gonna like take him out.
Okay, yeah, I'll combat medic him.
Okay, so you run over and you're like, I'm not dealing with that left hand. But this right hand though, and like wraps some bandage around, like, there you go.
We gotta leave that one to the special search.
Emmanuel.
Yes, I'm torn. Kieran is in danger. But did we see? Was there Jenny dip out?
Yeah, it was pretty like you just saw the limo run over a zombie, and then she jumped out the window, combat rolled, and then just like.
Is she just
like,
out of sight now, or
she's not out of sight? But like, Jenny had to have been a track star at some point. This is like proper form, just deep breaths. She is making pace.
All right. Is there any sort of communication possible between myself and my band?
Yeah, like everyone is close enough that you can like chat.
Yeah, just real quick decision making, just like stay or chase. Just
I trust you. You do what you
it doesn't help me.
Get her.
I am chasing Jen, if at all possible. I'd like to try to scare her into stopping, if at all possible, and if at all possible, doing so by spending my legend. Possibly invoking my own title, if that is.
What is it?
What's your title?
My title is the Obsidian Lord Reborn.
Ooh. There's a lot of fire. That could be pretty scary.
Okay. Spend your legend. Roll me a what is it? We'll say what I'm thinking, an occult manipulation roll. Well, no, persuasion manipulation roll.
So manipulation and persuasion. Come on, Iron Jesus. Let me see what we got.
I mean, that might be enough. Okay. So you project an image of yourself in front of her. But rather than the Emmanuel that you all know, it is one that is like almost pure obsidian and like inflamed and about 12 feet tall, standing and commanding her to stop.
You will hold and you will make this right.
Shit your pants.
She will attempt to, she can't beat it and she just stops dead in her tracks as you are able to catch up to her.
I will just place my hand on her shoulder and say, make this right.
She turns around and looks at you, and this face that's looking at you, it's the same face, but you haven't seen it make this particular expression yet. It's not one of like remorse or one of, oh no, my friend died, but this almost maniacal kind of laughing.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not her turn yet, but she is reaching for a sickle-like sword. So Kieran, with his broken body, is going to do what Kieran does.
Poor guy.
I mean, he looks like he's having a great time. That makes it any difference.
This is better.
Unfortunately, he's just not able to make contact. Mm-hmm. Hassan.
I'm gonna try to run over Mila's Mummy 3 and then the first one. Be like, Kieran, get in here. Let me fix that hand. You can pop him better.
Give me another pilot roll.
Okay. I know he'll only listen if he gets to fight better. Pilot and what else?
Dexterity.
Can I just say, has anyone played the game Crazy Taxi? Because that's
I have not, but that sounds awesome. And now I have
It's a wonderful game. I love every second of it.
Loki would definitely be driving the cabs.
Oh, good. I haven't told anyone who my dad is.
No, you told 0 people. And unfortunately, as you're thinking that, like, oh, I haven't told anyone, you run into like a divot caused by the explosion, and the taxi gets stuck.
Oh, the taxi.
It's my dad's fault. You guys know Loki. It happens.
As it's stuck, like you look and you see like the thing's arm is like about to fall off. Like one good hit ought to do it.
I'm gonna say that then, since I can't move and I'm stuck in the ditch. Get it one more time in the arm, guys.
Sigrun, you hear
Okay.
Get it one more time in the arm.
Okay, so I need you to clarify something for me.
Si, Capitan.
So I have this knack stunt. By showing off with my bow, which I plan to do, I can convert any additional difficulty caused by the showmanship into an enhancement to the roll. What does it mean by difficulty caused by the showmanship?
So the way I read it, right? Normally, when you shoot a bow, arm out, then you anchor the point and you shoot, so you know where it's going. What you don't do is take the bow, shove it in the ground, do a cartwheel on it. As you're doing a cartwheel, pull it back and shoot it. That would normally add some complications. However, because you're a natural showman, it adds enhancements rather than complications. That's how I read it. That's how we're going to play it.
Okay.
Cartwheel, blow it up.
So, because it's obviously taller, but there's all this stuff in the way, I'm going to turn around and run at the fountain.
Mm-hmm.
Run up the fountain. As I get to the top, I'm going to pirouette around and loose arrows at it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do I roll for that? as far as these,
you would roll a dexterity firearm skill roll with a +2 enhancement.
Okay. Firearms, not hunting.
Hunting is more tracking. If you want to say you're using your hunting ability to smell the blood, I'll let you use hunting. It's there. You can just look at it. No, I smell the blood. It's right there.
Right.
So dexterity.
There it is. Okay, dexterity.
Right. So. Mm-hmm.
And I have 0 firearms, so I don't roll anything, right?
You have 0 firearms?
I have 0 firearms.
I guess it is hunting because that would be your bow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not that mattered.
No, didn't matter at all. But you do have.
So what does the +2 enhancement do?
So
when you
have 1 success, then you can add the enhancements to be successes. So now instead of 4 or 2 successes, you have 4 successes.
Gotcha. Cool. Thanks.
Let's see the defense for this Titan spawn to see if you actually hit it. Oh no, that's that. Oh, holy moly!
Oh, holy! What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you don't hit it
Yeah,
because that's
I land and feel sad.
also more than 11 d10, so that's not right. That is right. 1, 2. 3.
That's really different.
Yeah, and you actually hit it.
Nice.
So you see Sigrun run up, and she almost spreads her arms out like a tree, just floating in the distance. I don't know why trees are floating, but Sigrun does.
It's what we do sometimes. Yeah, usually when people aren't watching because they tend to freak out. But in this case, I'm going to do it.
And you take those arrows and you shoot it right through the elbow of this Titan spawn, severing the elbow as it just falls down, trying to reach out to get Kieran one more time, but the purifying flame just burns away what remains of it.
Yes.
And as you all stand in the smoldering remains of what once was a very lovely park with like a hippo slide right there, I'm just gonna do one thing right quick because that's what is supposed to happen. I need for Emmanuel to roll me a defense roll.
I have things to roll.
Uh-oh.
Feel like
No, doesn't matter. Don't even waste your time.
oh, it's too late.
Don't
Oh,
waste your
no.
You at least got a success.
Yeah.
Her, not so much.
She did not. So she goes to slash at you, and you're like, "This is." I see Rhiannon fight. Like this is nothing. And you grab Jenny and drag her back to the rest of the party, where Kieran is dead set on taking her out, but also cannot really stand.
I'd like to make a note. I'm keeping her sickle. It's mine now.
Yeah, you. And so you now have this wavy sickle that you're able to tell is connected to the Titan Aten, a sun Titan, whose purpose really is to destroy all other sun deities. Hence the murder of the luminary and the other sun Scion.
Jealousy's a bitch.
Do you share that with us, or do we know it too?
I would definitely share that with all of you.
So where's the girl that was kidnapped?
I mean, I say we let.
Oh yeah, no, she's dead. She was sacrificed to bring. I feel like I should have let that up more, but no. She was sacrificed along with to summon this entity to go on a rampage and kill all other false sun gods.
I'm pretty sure that's her charred corpse right there under its foot.
The Hikaru.
Here.
She was sacrificed?
Hikaru, yep, she was sacrificed.
All right, I'm gonna kill her.
I'm gonna say
Right.
let Kieran do his thing. We'll get some blows in.
Kieran's body is literally broken.
That's all right.
Handle
Kieran,
that.
I got you, Kieran. I'm gonna go take a little piece of. Wait, nope, that's disrespectful to plants. I am not gonna take a piece of stick and light her on fire. I'm gonna take her fire. I'm gonna carry her ass fireman style into the fire, reverse fireman.
And she has essentially given up because she can, and you just drop her in as she tries to mutter out a "this is not as." And with that, you have solved the mystery of who killed Bai. It was not the best solution as you lost another one, but you were able to stop future deaths, and you made a new friend in Kieran, who is going to be calling Manny almost every day with good intentions.
At least multiple times.
We should just adopt him. We should adopt him. The other guy will be fine. He sounds sure in himself. It'd be cool. We need this guy.
Honestly, Manny is probably going to no.
Is it your Robin, Manny? Did you find your Robin?
I'm going to teach him how to dress.
Kieran's going to kind of infuse himself into your thing because the only person who's left is Frank, and he hates Frank.
He does not like Frank. No.
We're keeping Kieran.
So
we're keeping Kieran.
you've made a new friend to join
Yay.
your group. And as you fly back from the fancy airplane that is Emmanuel's, and Kieran is attempting to get out of his bed and falls because his legs are also broken, because when a Titan like steps on you, that
Well,
happens.
give me like 5
These things
minutes,
happen.
okay? It takes a little bit for each limb.
Honestly,
Fine.
unless Rhiannon like holds him down, he's not gonna do that. He's like, I've never been on a private plane before. What's this? It's the bathroom, Kieran. It's nothing new. Like, I gotta see it. So
Sigrun gives good human back rides. Absolutely.
We gotta stop in St. Louis for the chair.
For the chair, Ed
Yeah.
Gein's
We
museum.
will make a
Absolutely.
special stop in St. Louis for the chair.
Quite important.
And as we zoom out on the plane, that suddenly makes a left turn as it heads to St. Louis, I would like to thank you all for joining me on this crazy adventure.
Nice. Thanks, Chaz.
Of
That was
course.
super
you.
fun.
This was super fun. Yeah.
It was.
I'm glad you all liked it. So for those of you in the interwebs, some of us will be back next week for sure. We may be having some guest stars every 2 weeks or so. You never know. And next week it will not be a pre-made like this, which is amazing, but it will be a creation of my own mind, which is what it is. So I please hope you join me. I please hope you join us. Thank you all so much. Is there anything anyone would like to say before we wrap up for the evening?
It was a fun system.
Excellent
Go support
story
the-
as always.
Good story.
Yeah. Go support the Kickstarter that's going on
There
for
is, yes.
Scion
Yeah.
Dragon and Scion
And-
Masks and Mythos.
Because if you think you don't need dragons and Cthulhu in your life, you are wrong.
Then you're
You are
wrong.
wrong.
You were
Why?
so wrong.
Sure.
Why those weren't the first books to come out, I don't know.
Oh god. Well, thank you all so much. Hope to see you again. And until next time, bye.
Bye.